Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing fine and I hope you all have seen my latest video which is about the experience about biometric process, like the biometric process experience which I uploaded recently. I hope you all have seen that. Even if you have not seen it, that's not a problem because you can go and you can see those videos. It may be useful for you. And so today's topic, what I'm going to talk in this video is 10 major reasons for your visa denials. Those are the major reasons which is the reason for your denial. So I have collected all these points from YouTube, like you are seeing this video right now. Like that, I also saw many videos which were with these topics which were important for my visa preparation. I saw lots of videos and from those videos I collected these points. So another major thing, another important thing which I want to let you all know is this process, this US visa process, this is not done by any consultancy. I did not get help of any consultancy. I did not seek any consultancy. It was all done by my brother and of course me. I prepared for my interview and all the background process, whatever we have to do, from applying for the I-20 to applying for visa to getting the date and for filling the DS-160, everything totally was done by my brother. So yeah, you have to show strong ties with your home country. Like you can also tell that you have a property over there, you have family over there, you have a very important, you share very strong bond with your home country. You have to justify your answers and you have to tell that you will surely return back to your home country. That is the first point. And if the visa officer did not believe you, or if he find any confusions, or if you were not able to clarify that you have strong bond with your home country, that will be the major reasons for your denial. So keep in your mind that when you're going for visa interview, you have to show from your points that you have strong bond with your home country. This is the first point you have to keep in your mind. And the second important thing which may be the reason for your visa denial is insufficient fund. If the visa officer did not get convinced with the thing which you're telling about the funds, like he will ask you who is going to sponsor you. This is the a basic question, and in every visa interview this question will be asked. And if you could not justify how you're going to fund your education and how your parents are going to fund your education, if you're going as a student, you have to tell that your sponsors are your parents. And if you could not justify your answer by telling all the funds and all the annual income and everything from by your parents, like everything, if you cannot explain it, this may be the major reason for your denial. Because funding is very important while you go to study in USA. Not only USA, in any abroad, any foreign country, when you're going, funding is very important. Because as a student you're not allowed to work over there, so you cannot tell that I will earn by myself and I will fund my education. That is very wrong. So you have to tell your parents are going to fund, right? So you have to explain everything, like how they are going to fund, what are the if you have savings, you have to even tell your savings. And if you are taking any loan from the bank, you have to explain that, and you have to convince the officer that you have all the funds for your education, for your 2 years education, or if you're going as a bachelor, you have funds for 3 years education. Everything you have to justify. So if you easily convince the officer about all the financials, and if you can convince him, that's enough. You need not worry about that. If you can convince him about this point, half of your interview is successful, because this is the major point they are going to focus. So yeah, that's it. So these were the two reasons. And the third reason may be the incomplete documentation or error in your document. Like if you did not notice any kind of error during all your process, and only on the visa interview date, only on the visa date, if the visa officer notice any kind of mistake in your documentation, that may be the greatest red flag in your visa interview. That may be the reason of your denial. So you have to check all the documentation properly. Before the visa officer find any mistake, you have to find the mistake by yourself and you have to correct it. That is also the major point. And incomplete documentation, and also that if your documents are not very strong enough, like if your CGPA is less, you have to be able to convince him why the CGPA was less, and you have to convince him that after this you are going to do your best and you will get good grades in your exams or something, you have to convince him. And you can also tell reasons like you were sick during those times, or you can tell that you were not very focused on that. And you can also tell that that course was not very much interested by you. So now the course which you are selecting is very much, you're very interested in that course, and you will definitely do best in that course. So you can tell any reason which could convince him. And the document should be clear, and there should not be error in your documentation. And if they find any error, that may be the reason for your rejection. So this was the third point. And the next major reason can be because of the previous visa denial or overstay in USA. If you have record of overstay in your USA, like you would have attended any other visa interview before 2 years or 1 year, and if there is record of overstay, like you would have told that I'm going to return back after 2 years, and if you have not returned after 2 years, if there is record about overstay or your visa denial, your previous visa denial, and you did not correct those points, like there would be reason for your denial, right? And if you did not correct those points, and if you go for the second attempt without checking all those points and without correcting all those points, that may be the reason for your visa denial again. So yeah, you have to focus on that, and you have to be very clear. Like if your visa is denied once, there may be any reason. You have to analyze that reason, you have to understand that reason, and you have to rectify it. You have to clear everything which mistake you have done in the previous visa interview. So you have to rectify all those, and you have to go for the second attempt. Like if you did not do anything and you just go for the second attempt, there is major hopes that your visa would be rejected. So focus on that and be very clear about that, and you have to be very focused, and you have to rectify all your mistake, and you go for the second attempt. And the next reason may be the poor purpose of visit. Like your visa officer will definitely ask you what is the purpose of the visit. So why are you going to USA? He will definitely ask you, and in this question you should clearly justify the answer. You should not tell any lie. If you're going for student visa, you should tell that I am going to visit USA to study this degree, so I'm going for this purpose. You have to justify that. You should not tell any lie for this question. You should not tell any lie. And if the visa officer feels that you're lying or something, if you're not clear with your answer, he will definitely refuse your visa, because he may think that you're fraud or something. You're going just a student visa is just an option for you to enter USA. He may think a lot of things. So you have to be clear, and you should tell that you are going to study. And if he asks, like if you get any options to work in USA, will you do or something, he may ask any questions like that to just understand your mindset. So you have to tell that no, I'm going to focus only on my education, because yeah, you're going for studying, so you have to focus only on education. So you have to be very clear about this, and you have to tell that. So if the visa officer did not like your answer, or if he think that you're lying or something, with your facial reaction, facial expression, he may understand that. If you're telling a lie, he will understand it. So this may also be the reason for your refusal. And the next reason can be misrepresentation or fraud. Like misrepresentation, by this point I mean that if you show any fake documents, or if the visa officer think that you are kind of fraud, or you're telling everything lie, and your documentation tells something else and you're telling something else. So if the document and if your words did not match to each other, the visa will definitely be refused. So that is the point you have to focus. Like you would have filled every details in your DS-160, right? The visa officer, he will be doing something in the computer. So you would have think that he's doing something else. No, he's just seeing your DS-160, and he is asking the question which if it's matching with the DS-160, or if you're telling something else, he's just comparing that things. So if you tell any lie, or if the visa officer did not get convinced, and if he think that the documents is different and your words are different, the visa will be refused. So you should not act as a fraud. You should be like a genuine student who's really interested to study in USA, and you have to focus on all those points, and you have to read the DS-160 properly. You have to memorize it. Like you need not memorize it, because DS-160 is a form where you fill about your details. So your details should be known by you very properly. And if your DS-160 is filled by someone else, you have to see that, and you have to study everything. You have to understand everything about your DS-160, and that can improve your visa. And the next reason is poor interview performance. Of course, even if your documents are very strong, even if you are very confident, even you are very much sure that you will get visa, and you go stand in front of the visa officer and you get nervous, you get panicked, and not even a single word comes out of your mouth, your visa is going to be refused, right? So yeah, you have to be confident, and you should not perform poor in your interview. That is the major thing. After you prepared everything, you have to be confident, you have to stand in front of the officer, you have to have a big smile in your face, and you have to answer all the things with a lot of confidence, and that will improve the chance of getting your visa. So you have to be very prepared, like you have to see lots of video, and if you are following any kind of consultancy, if they are helping, of course they are going to give you a lot of mock visa interview practices. So if you are someone like me who's not doing from any consultancy, it would be difficult for you, but you can use ChatGPT, right? You can just ask the ChatGPT to give a mock visa interview, and it will perfectly give you all the questions, and you have to answer it. It will also rectify your mistake, and it will tell you. So if you have to develop your confidence, you can use Mirror, you can use ChatGPT, you can also ask your family members to stand in front, and you can give answers. So poor visa interview is going to spoil your visa, so you have to be confident. And the next major reason is criminal record or security threat to USA. Like if you have any kind of criminal record, if you have done anything wrong in your past, that may affect your present, and that may ruin your visa. So yeah, you should not have any criminal record, and you should not be like any threat to USA. Like the visa officers should not think that after you go to USA there will be threat, and concerning that they may avoid your visa. So that's why you should not have any criminal record, and that's the thing. So that's the another reason. And the next reason is if you are unqualified for the visa category. Like if you have applied for the F1 visa, and or if you have applied for tourist visa, anything, there will be category, and for each category there will be the qualification, like what are the things you have to be qualified to apply for that visa. So if you are not qualified for that, and even though you have applied for that, that may be the reason for your visa denial. So you have to be focused on that. You have to understand everything, every qualification you need for the specific kind of visa. So that may be the another reason. So the last point, which may be the reason for your visa denial, is long-term plans. Having long-term plans will definitely reduce the chance of your visa. Like if the visa officer asks you what is a long-term plan, you should not tell that after I complete my studies I'm going to do any kind of internship and I'm going to settle in USA. No, you should never tell that. You have to tell that you are going to return to your home country, and with that degree you are going to use for your home country. Like you are going to support your society, you are going to do everything for your nation. Your concern should be about your nation. You should not tell anything concerning to USA. So that is the important point. You should not tell that I am going to stay in USA, like that is my dream country, I have to stay there, I will stay there after my education. That is the biggest red flag in your visa interview. So this is the main thing. All these points should be really focused, and you have to understand all this point. You have to remember all this thing, and you should understand what to tell, what to not tell. And if you combine all this point, your visa is going to be successful, really successful. But I'm sorry, I cannot give you assurance, because even my visa interview is not done. I'm just making video, like whatever I know, I'm spreading that information to you guys. So I cannot tell it confidently that even my visa is going to be accepted. No, there may be any point which I missed. Because of that, I also may get my visa refused. So okay guys, these were the 10 points which you have to remember, and you should never tell in your visa interview. These are the 10 major red flags in your US visa interview process. So if you have seen this video, and if you like it, and if you think that this video was useful to you, you can support me. Like it will develop my confidence. Like if I get a lots of views, I will be interested to make more videos like this. So if you want to see more videos like this, you have to support me. So if you like my video, please like, do comment, and even subscribe my channel. So because of my last video I got 3 more subscribers, so thank you so much to them, and I hope you all you 3 will see this video and ask other 3 to subscribe it. So yeah, thank you guys, keep supporting, and if you want me to make videos in any other topic, you can just comment it and I will make videos on that. And if you find any mistake in my video, because it is just an initial stage of me starting a YouTube channel, so if you find any mistake in my video, you can support me. You can even tell me that this is wrong in your thing, so you can just rectify it. You can help me to have clear thing about this YouTube channel. So thank you guys, keep supporting, and please do like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.